Okay, let's dive into our next college explainer. We're looking at Misrimal Navajee Munoth Jain Engineering College in Chennai. For all your students and parents tracking the TNEA process, its code is 1310.
You know, right off the bat, there's something really important you should know about this college. Since its inception in 1994, it has maintained a strict principle: absolutely no capitation fee in any form. Now, for parents, that's a huge deal, right? It speaks volumes about their values and transparency from the very beginning.
So what are we going to cover today? We'll quickly go over the college's identity and heritage, then look at programs and admissions, of course the big one, placements and industry connect, what campus life and transport is like, and finally, we'll touch upon their approvals and scholarships. Let's get to it.
All right, first up, identity and heritage. So who exactly is this institution? What's their story?
Okay, so the college, often called MNM, is a self-financing co-ed college. That just means it's privately run. It kicked off way back in 1994 and is affiliated to Anna University, which is the standard for most engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu. And one key detail, it has a religious minority status for the Jain community.
You know, the college's roots actually go back to 1972 with the establishment of something called the Team Foundation. Fast forward to 1994, and that's when the college itself was founded, thanks to a major donation from Srilal Chand Munoth. It was actually named in honor of his father. And then in 2001, the campus grew to the size it is today. So there's a real history there.
So what does the college stand for? Well, if you look at their vision, it's pretty clear they're not just about churning out engineers. They talk about teaching career skills, sure, but also about instilling virtues. Things like humility, humaneness, honesty, and courage. It's about building good people, not just good professionals.
Okay, let's get into the part you've been waiting for: programs and admissions. What can you study and how do you get in?
So they offer 8 BE or BTech programs. You've got your classic engineering streams: civil, mechanical, EEE, ECE, IT, and of course, computer science. But what's interesting is they also have some of the newer, really in-demand branches like artificial intelligence and data science, and also computer science and business systems. It's a good mix.
So how do you get a seat here? Well, it's pretty straightforward. 65% of the seats are filled through the government quota, the TNEA counseling process. The other 35% are for the management quota. The total number of seats they have is 360. So that's the breakdown you're looking at. Okay, let's talk about the big one, the return on investment. Placements. What kind of career can your child expect after 4 years here? Let's just start with the number that gets everyone's attention. For the 2025 batch, the highest package offered was 10 lakhs per annum. That's a solid number for a fresher, no doubt about it.
So what about the overall placement picture? According to the data they themselves reported for TNEA 2025, their placement percentage stands at 75%. That gives you a good idea of how many students, on average, are getting placed from the campus.
And which companies are hiring? Well, you'll see some familiar names from the IT world: Hexaware, LTI Mindtree, Soprasteria, HCL, but it's not just an IT show. They also have companies like Asahi India Glass and Rhinox Technologies recruiting, which means there are opportunities in other core sectors too. This is a pretty big deal. The college is actually accredited by Infosys. They even have a tie-up for final year internships and projects. Now, having a direct link with a giant like Infosys, that's a huge advantage for students looking to get practical, real-world experience.
All right, so we've covered the books and the jobs, but what's it actually like to be a student there every day? Let's talk about campus life and getting around.
The campus itself is spread across about 16.86 acres, but the location, that's really key. It's in Thoraipakkam, right on the OMR IT corridor in Chennai. That means students are literally in the middle of the city's tech action.
If you're coming from out of town, they do have hostel facilities. The boys' hostel is right there on the campus. For the girls, the hostel is located at the nearby DB Jain College campus, with resident lady wardens for safety. And important to note, both have a veg mess. For day scholars, transport is always a big question. The college has a pretty extensive bus network. They cover 6 major routes across Chennai, hitting spots like Avadi, Tambaram, Thiruvanmyur, Perambur, T. Nagar, and Perur. So, getting to and from college should be quite manageable.
Okay, let's wrap up with 2 crucial pieces of the puzzle: official approvals and any financial support available to students.
This is something every parent should check, and it's a definite yes here. The college has its AICTE approval for the 2025-26 academic year. We know this because it's confirmed in the official TNEA records, so that's a tick in the box.
Now, what about scholarships? There are quite a few options. You have the standard Government of India and Tamil Nadu scholarships for SC/ST, BC/MBC, and first graduates. And because it's a Jain minority institution, those specific scholarships are also in play. On top of that, there are institutional scholarships like the Jito Scholarship for the Jain community.
Just so you know where we're getting our information from, everything we've discussed today is based on data pulled directly from the college's own website and from trusted government portals at the time we put this together.
So there you have it, a college with a clear, principled stand on no capitation fee, a good mix of traditional and modern engineering branches, and a very valuable industry connection with Infosys. These are definitely points to consider as you build your college shortlist. And if you found this explainer useful, explore more engineering colleges at profsam.com, your true source for 12th to engineering decisions.